Some shocking new numbers have been released in BC relating to money laundering. The final installment of the German report indicates criminals laundered $7.4 billion in BC last year alone, much more than previously known. $5 billion of that was just in real estate, causing at least a 5% spike in prices province-wide, potentially even higher than that in Metro Vancouver. Danielle Smith from Global News Radio 770 CHQR joins us to continue this conversation. Danielle, where are you going with this story on your show today?
Well, a couple of things. One of the things that occurs to me is how much time have we spent over the last 2 years talking about what a shame it is that millennials cannot buy apartments and housing in Vancouver, and somebody's got to do something about it. Every single one of us now gets subject to this new penalty every time we go and try to get a mortgage by having this stress test put on it. That came directly as a result of some of the complaints in Vancouver and Toronto. And now we're finding that the reason why real estate is jumped up in value is because there's $7 billion a year, up $7 billion a year going in to buy houses on behalf of people who don't exist. They talk about this one story of a housewife who apparently bought 5 different properties worth $21 million with no ostensible means of income. So this is the thing that is very frustrating, is that politicians will often be out in search of a solution without fully understanding the problem. And this is a big problem. There's a second layer to this, in that whenever you talk to anybody in the real estate business, because there were some suggestions that this was a problem in previous money laundering discussions, everyone says, oh, no, we've got all these reporting requirements. There's no way that this can happen. Well, it doesn't matter if you've got reporting requirements if nobody is crunching the numbers to be able to find some of the patterns and make it obvious that people are buying properties with money that is either ill-gotten or that there's no ostensible way that they would have received it. So I think those are two interesting angles that we've got to look at. The other is the Alberta angle. The report also shows that there's $10 billion of money laundering dollars coming into Alberta. And what is the source of that? Where is that going? What kind of impact is it having on our economy? So I think that there's a lot of really good information in this report, but it does show that we don't even really begin to have a handle on it from a government perspective about how to assess it, analyze it, discover it, and then prosecute it. And that's, I think, a real problem.
Yeah, big story here for sure. Thanks, Danielle.
My pleasure.